It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Allen on third. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Green, 39!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covered.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Wide. Undercrush. 300.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Caught out left side by Robinson. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Barely got the extra point. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be third and long.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And a big 32-yard play on third. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Listen to me. Place your heart up.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here come the Bills. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Boykin. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2.